Hey guys, what's up? I'm back again. In this stream we're going to be doing a tier list. I thought this would be a cool idea of some awesome Shen Gong Wu. If you don't know what a Shen Gong Wu is, you may not have seen the excellent series Xiaolin Showdown back in the day. It's a fantastic series, well worth your time. So, in this, we are going to be going through some of my favorite Shen Gong Wu and just tiering them. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So in total, I think there's 70. $14, 72. So 72 Wu. And we're gonna try our best to put them in order of power, and also just the ones that we like a lot. So, well, the ones I like a lot. So the first one we got on the list is Ants in the Pants. It's a handheld Shen Gong Wu that releases a massive swarm of ants that invade a foe's pants, making them itchy. Now, let's see what that looks like. So it's got an ant on the top. You guys might see it before I do. Where is this ants in the pants thing? Let's have a look at it. It's kind of got a black pattern across it. Oh, here we go. Now I'm going to put this in D tier, just because, I mean, you're making your opponent, whoever using this on, just, it's like, okay, I've got ants in my pants now, like, big deal. It's annoying, but it's nowhere near as, it's not my favorite. So let's continue. Next we've got the Black Beetle. Bodywear. Covers the user in a suit of black body armor. That protects the user from extreme heat. It also can be used as a raft, which is kind of cool. I mean, the armor seems cool. Maybe C for that one. Yep. Alright, Cannon Blaster. Turns the user into a literal human cannonball and blasts them at a target. Kind of a cool idea. Cannon Blaster. There we go. I think that's still a C for me, personally. It's a cool idea, it's just not one of my favorite Wu. I forgot to actually mention that. So yeah, the Shen Gong Wu. Shen Gong Wu, it basically means divine-made weapon. They are powerful magical objects, each with a unique power created by Grandmaster Dashi. The Shen Gong Wu are powerful magical artifacts created 1,500 years ago by the Shaolin Grandmaster Dashi as a means to combat the powerful dark magic of the evil Heilin witch Wuya. After Wuya was defeated, reduced to a disembodied spectral form and imprisoned within a puzzle box, Dashi had the Shen Gong Wu hidden all over the world to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Additionally, after Dashi passed away, he took the technique and knowledge to create Shen Gong Wu to his grave to further prevent the misusage of Shen Gong Wu. The Shen Gong Wu come in a vast variety of shapes and sizes, each one having a unique magical ability. These abilities can range from granting superhuman powers like super strength and X-ray vision to the generation and manipulation of natural elements, so the Wu itself coming to life to fight on the user's behalf. Some Shen Gong Wu even function as vehicles. A Shen Gong Wu's power is activated by the user calling out the Wu's name, but if the name is called wrong, the Wu will not activate. When the elderly future vision of Kimiko mispronounced the Denshi bunny, it did not activate. Despite this, the Shen Gong Wu appear to be able to understand different languages, even the gibberish ones spoken by Cyclops. This fact indicates that an individual can speak any language to activate a Shen Gong Wu, as long as the word spoken properly translates to the name of the Wu in question. Yeah, hopefully the music's not too loud for you guys. Yeah, so notably, some Shen Gong Wu are one of a pair, known as sister Shen Gong Wu. While these Wu can be used individually, they can be ineffective or even dangerous to use without their counterpart. So there's more information as well. Although incredibly powerful, the Shen Gong Wu have limits, and sometimes they even run out of power or just broke altogether. Like once the Silk Spitter once ran out of silk. In addition to the limits on power, several non-sentient Shen Gong Wu possess a temperament of their own and tend to act fickle or underpowered when used by wielders with poor focus. Under specific circumstances, the Shen Gong Wu can assemble into Mala Mala Zhong, a malevolent demonic entity capable of using the powers of any Shen Gong Wu incorporated into its body. So that Mala Mala Zhong is really cool. Okay, so we got to the Cannon Blaster, I think. So, yeah. Before we sneak peek at the other stuff. The next one is the Changing Chopsticks handheld. And this can shrink the targeted objects or people to the size of a grain of rice. If the user does not return to their normal size within 24 seconds, the size change becomes permanent. So this actually has quite a lot of application to it. If you think about, like, if you had this thing in real life, that it would be pretty good. I'm giving it B tier, personally. Let's see. So the next one we got is the Crouching Cougar. This vehicle transforms into a mechanical cougar that can transport the rider at high speeds, which is pretty neat. It is neat. It's a vehicle Shen Gong Wu type. The cougar, I'm gonna say that's like a C. It's okay. It's not like super good. It's not one of my favorites. Next, we got the Crystal Glasses. This is eyewear and allows the user to see future events. I mean, this is definitely like gonna put you up in. It's like A or S. Being able to see the future is pretty sick. So we'll stick you in S. Next, we've got the Denshi Bunny, a handheld Shen Gong Wu, and it transforms the user into electricity. That is a pretty cool effect, to be honest. Transform yourself into electricity. Alright, let's go down to get some new Wu. Next, we've got the Eagle Scope. Handheld eyewear Shen Gong Wu transforms into a telescope, granting the user eagle-like long-range vision. It can also grant perspective and sentience to an unintelligent beast. It's the sister Shen Gong Wu to the Fountain of Hui, or Hui. Long-range vision seems pretty good. And perspective and sentience to an unintelligent beast. Doesn't seem too bad. Where is it though? Eagle Scope. Can anyone else see it? I'm trying to see it. So it's got like a circle and two sort of clawed things. It's going to get easier as we go through the Wu. I can't see this Wu. Where is this thing? Looking everywhere for it. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put you in C. Alright, Eagle Scope done. Emperor Scorpion, a gauntlet Shen Gong Wu. Allows the user to control all other Shen Gong Wu, including multiple Wu constructs like Mala Mala Zhong or the Fearsome Four. I'm putting this one straight in S tier because it can control every other Shen Gong Wu, which means if someone else had some Wu nearby and was trying to get you, you would be able to control that Shen Gong Wu. Emperor Scorpion is here. Okay, let's drag you up. In it goes. Next we have Eye of Dashi, the pendant. Pendant Shen Gong Wu generates unlimited energy, allowing the user to enhance their other powers and Shen Gong Wu, as well as shoot lightning from the center gem. This is dope. This is a really cool Shen Gong Wu, and I'm going to put it up in S tier because I really like it. Next, Falcon's Eye. Handheld eyewear, so you put it over your eye like a monocle. Allows the user to see through solid objects. It's decent. So I'll put Falcon's Eye, and that includes like magma, the sea, like anything like that. So, or like the earth itself. Next we've got Fancy Feet. Allows the user to run at sonic speed. Footwear. It's very, very good. So we're gonna put them because Sonic seems pretty good to me. Next we've got Fist of Tebigong. Allows the user to punch with incredible force, capable of quaking the earth, and it's a gauntlet Wu. This Shen Gong Wu is a classic, and we're going to grab that fist and we're going to pop it up in S tier. Next we've got the Fountain of Hui, or Hui, or Hui. It's a handheld Shen Gong Wu, grants the user infinite knowledge. However, on its own it can only provide random information. To gain specific knowledge, the user needs its sister Shen Gong Wu, the Eagle Scope. So you need to put them both together. Alright, this one's good. I think that one's there. It's a spiky one, it's kind of got a checkered thing going on it. Have I missed it? I think it's that one. I think it might be this one. Just trying to see here. I think that's the Statue of Hui. It's got like a weird thing on the front of it. Alright, for now it's a placeholder because I don't see it anywhere else. I like the idea of infinite knowledge, even if it's just random, because the more you use it, you'll just be... Eventually, you'll get through all the facts, right? So, next, Gills of Hamachi. Allows the user to breathe underwater, transforming them into a fish-like being in the process. This Shen Gong Wu, you have to attach it to your neck as a neck brace. I like it. It's kind of like the, is it gillyweed in Harry Potter? I'm not saying it's like the best of the best, but it's still useful. Breathing underwater and turning into a fish. C tier, in it goes. Right, next Wu. We've got the Glove of Jisaku, a gauntlet. Allows the user to attract any object toward themselves like a magnet, including other Shen Gong Wu. I mean, any object. Any object seems pretty sick. So let's pop you in A. Next Wu. We have the Golden Finger, a gauntlet, Shen Gong Wu type. Freezes any object it's pointed at in place. Object, so I don't know if that includes person. So if someone threw a bunch of throwing stars at you, you could just stop it in place. Or if there was an oncoming bus that was about to hit you, you could just freeze it in place. I think it is useful. Freezing an object in place. But then shrinking stuff. This is hard. Alright. I mean, that freezes anything. This pulls anything towards you, so... I don't know. Maybe that deserves to be in B. I don't know. It's tough doing these. This is my first ever tier list, so... You'll have to bear with me. It is kind of hard. You don't know. You really don't know which ones to go for. Next, what we got? Ooh, I know exactly where this is going. The Golden Tiger Claws allows the user to instantly travel to any desired location by clawing open a portal. Gauntlet. The Golden Tiger Claws. I'm putting this straight in S tier, and it should probably be at like the start of S tier. That is such a good ability. Teleport around like your Goku in Dragon Ball with instant transmission. Sick ability. But you have to claw open the portal, then step through the portal, then you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, it's ridiculously good. Heart of Zhong. Handheld. Brings inanimate objects to life. This could be kind of cool. If you wanted to have a conversation with an inanimate object. B tier, I think, for me, personally. Next, Helmet of Zhong. This is Mala Zhong's head. And it's a helmet, a headwear, Shen Gong Wu type, gives the user eyes on the back of their head, allowing the user to see what's behind them. It would be kind of cool to have eyes on the back of your head, and it looks like it has a little bit of durability to it, I suppose. Having eyes on the back of your head, I want to put it in B personally. It is a cool power, but we don't have many in A right now. Maybe. Do any of these deserve to be in A? I mean, teleportation, seeing future events, controlling all the Shen Gong Wu, the lightning from Dashi is awesome, running super fast, breaking stuff, like, I think it's Earthquake, isn't it, with the Fist of Tebigon. Punch with incredible force capable of quaking the earth. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sick. And infinite knowledge in random infinite knowledge. Next one, we got the Hodoku mouse. Handheld. Allows the user to undo and fix any mistake. This is going straight into a S tier. I mean, come on, that'd be ridiculous. It's literally reality warping. Jetbutsu. The Jetbutsu. This is a classic. So it's 2 shoes or 2 boots. Footwear allows the user to defy gravity, allowing the user to walk on walls and float. I think these are pretty nifty as far as Shen Gong Wu goes. For me personally, because I'm also ranking it in terms of like how much I like it. Here's the Jetbutsu. I'll put it in B. I want to put it in A, but I feel like there's some other stuff coming up in A soon. We've got like 70 different Woos, 72. Juju Flytrap releases a swarm of large flies that attack targets. Handheld. It's just not my favorite Woo. Juju Flytrap is... Can anyone see it? Can I see it? Is it that one? It looks like that. Is it that one? Might be. So the character's holding it. I think that's there. Yeah. Put it in C tier. Large flies. Okay, next one. Kuzusu Atom. Handheld. Completely vaporizes anything it is targeted towards. Okay, well, if that works as described on the tin, the Kuzusu Atom seems pretty ridiculous. Looks a bit like a bow and arrow. So which one is it? Can anyone see it? Can I see it? Where is this bow and arrow looking thing? Oh, there it is. Vaporizing anything seems ridiculous to me. If it works as advertised. Alright, what we got next? The Lasso Boa Boa. Handheld lasso. Transforms into a live snake that can either attack enemies or whose body can be used like a strong lasso. That's sick. So it becomes a snake that can attack enemies or whose bodies can be used like a strong lasso. The problem is if you get bitten by this thing, I don't know how venomous it is as well. If it's kind of like under your control, it's not too bad, I guess. Maybe C. It's just you don't know if the snake's going to attack you. Transforms into a live snake that can either attack enemies or whose body can be used like a strong lasso. I think if it's the case that it does attack enemies, then it's C, I think. Could potentially be B, but I don't know. I really don't know. And also the black beetle. I don't know how good the armor is on the black beetle. Maybe that's actually a B. Maybe that's B tier. And this cannon as well. It's just you are fired out of the cannon. It's hard. It's hard doing these. Okay, next we scroll down. The Longy Kite. It looks like a dragon. It's like a dragon kite you attach to your back like a backpack. It's handheld. Allows the user to fly through the air. It's a really cool one. I like it. Longy Kite. Maybe B or A. I just think it looks really cool as well. B tier it is. Next we've got Lotus Twister. Handheld. Allows the user's body to stretch and twist like rubber, making them extremely flexible. Like you become Luffy. So to become Luffy, I mean, seems like an A tier thing. But it's just, I don't think you become rubber, it just allows you to become really flexible and stretchy. Seems pretty good. Allows the user, okay, Lunar Locket. Pendant. Allows the user to control the moon, including the different phases. I mean, this seems pretty strong. I mean, the fact that it can... It's probably S tier, actually. Because you could potentially cause a lot of damage with that. It would mess up a lot of the worlds if it was incorrectly handled. Yeah, alright. Next, we've got Manchurian Muska. This is a fun one. Handheld, transforms the user into a tiny fly. It also gives them a craving for sugar in the process. It's useful. It's kind of like the shrinking one. The shrinking one can also it can shrink objects down, which makes that quite good. But because you become a fly, you also have the drawbacks of becoming a fly. Maybe C, because it is useful. Are any of these more useful than super stretchiness? I mean, those pull Wu towards you. This turns you into electricity. But the Lotus Twister has like cool application, like if you can stretch your body, or like it's a cool ability, but also is turning yourself into electricity. So yeah, it's tough. Right, next one. Mantis Flip Coin. Handheld coin, you flip it. Allows the user to jump to incredible heights and distances like a mantis. This is like an old school one. It's a cool one. I'll put it in B. Lotus Twister, I don't know if that... Maybe this is B as well. I want to get something in A rank. I might have to like have a play around with S. Okay, next one. Mikado Arms. Makes the user's arms large and muscular, granting them super strength. I mean, super strength is super strength. So... Mikado Arms, where are you? Maybe got our first A rank here. There we go. Next one. The Mind Reader Conch, handheld. By holding the shell up to their ear, the user is able to hear the thoughts of other people whom the shell is aimed at. You have to aim it at someone, then you can read their thoughts. I mean, that's a pretty powerful superpower. But so is like stretching yourself, multiple distance, defying gravity, having a little jetpack thing going on there. Inanimate objects. I don't know, it's like, how strong is that armor? Shrinking stuff down. That's good. Controlling electricity is also good. But I guess in application, like, you get to literally hear people's thoughts. More B tier stuff. I don't know. Put it in B tier for now. Alright, the Moby Morpher. Moby Morpher! These are gauntlets. They allow the user to change their appearance into anything they choose, including the appearance of other beings. Change your appearance. That does seem good. And also the mind reader thing. This is hard. Moby Morpher. Maybe put it in A. The fact that you can change yourself into anything or anybody could be quite useful. It's also anything they choose. Monarch Wings. Handheld. Allows spiritual bodies to roam the earth physically without needing to possess others. That also seems pretty good. Where are the Monarch Wings? Is that C? You allow spirits to roam the earth physically without needing to possess others. Well, it is cool, actually. Maybe B tier. Next, we've got the Monkey Staff. Handheld. Grants the user the physical characteristics as well as the acrobatic agility and balance of a monkey. If it stays active for too long, it slowly transforms the user into a monkey. It is fun. I do like that idea. B tier for the Monkey Staff. Next one we've got is the Monsoon Sandals footwear. Allows the user to make their legs grow incredibly long. That's kind of a bit like the Lotus Twister, I guess. It's like a nerfed Lotus Twister. Where's this footwear? I'm looking for shoes. I think there we go. Just because it's a nerfed Lotus Twister. Lotus Twister allows the user's body to stretch and twist like rubber. So that's basically what it's doing. Allows the user to make their legs grow incredibly long. You don't have the flexibility. Alright, Moonstone Locust. Handheld. Releases a swarm of stone locusts that eat away any plants in sight. Eating plants. I mean, it's kind of very specific. Eating plants. If you had to get through a jungle or something, or a forest, or just some lush vegetation, could have a use, but where's this locust? Pop it in D, just because of application, and also just how much I like it. Next, we've got Mosaic Scale. Trap spiritual bodies. Mosaic Scale. You would need to use it in conjunction with the Monarch Wings, right? So, I think that's the box, yeah. So you need to use it with the box. D tier. Orb of Toonami. Release a large flood of water. Handheld orb. This is a classic. I love this thing. Up it goes into S rank. Put it there. Oh, there we go. The fact that you can also freeze people with ice, the more you get to know the orb of Toonami, also works quite well. So yeah. I like it a lot. The Orb of Toonami is awesome. So into S rank it goes. Next we've got the Reversing Mirror. Handheld. Reflects attacks back at the opponent and it can reverse the powers of other Shen Gong Wu. Example, the 2-ton tunic would become as light as a feather. Reflects attacks back at the opponent. That seems pretty good. So you could put the mirror up and be like, Reversing Mirror, someone hits you with something or shoots you or something like that. You can just reflect it back at you. Yeah, seems strong. Up it goes into S rank. Next we've got the Ring of the 9 Dragons. It's a ring that you put on and it's basically like Shadow Clone Jutsu from what I can tell. Multiplies the user into as many as 9 people. So it's a nerfed Shadow Clone Jutsu. Multiplies the user into as many as 9 people, but it also divides up their users' skills and mental prowess among all the clones. Yeah, so you're getting progressively dumber clones, which isn't a thing with the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. So, Ring of Nine Dragons. This is an interesting one because it is nerfed. You get stupider clones, but having more of you's good. If you just choose 2, it's good. It's like, clone to yourself are awesome. S it goes, maybe A. It's like S, A, S, A. It's hard. Maybe S, because if you divide by 3, maybe that's not too bad. Okay, next we've got the Rio Reverso. Reverts a target back into its original form, such as turning oil into dinosaurs. Seems pretty good. Oil into dinosaurs. So you can just create a load of dinosaurs. Rio Verso, where are you? Where is the Rio Reverso? You know, I don't think it's here. It's got a gem on it. I don't see it here. Maybe I put it in accidentally. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I can't see that anywhere. Oh, is it that one? Don't know if that's right. Alright, we'll come back to it. Next, we've got the Ruby of Ramses. A handheld ruby, which allows the user to telekinetically move targeted objects. I mean, telekinesis is very cool. S tier. Next, we've got Sands of Time. This hourglass allows the user to travel through time. And this is immediately S tier. Where is it? Yoink. And up it goes. Into S tier. Broken. Okay, next we've got the Sapphire Dragon. A handheld Shen Gong Wu transforms into a blue dragon that uses its fire breath to indiscriminately turn everyone, good, evil, or indifferent, into sapphire statues. It can also bring the sapphire victims to life to serve as its army. It is the most dangerous of all the Shen Gong Wu and should only be used as an absolute last resort. Yeah. In terms of its power, it's really good. But the fact that it's also going to mess you up, I would advise against using it. D tier. Just because it's going to breathe its fire breath on you, turn into sapphire statues, and then you're going to serve it. Okay. D tier. Serpent's Tail. Handheld. Makes the user ghostly, allowing them to travel through solid objects. I like this one. Because you can also, like, fly with it too. So it's kind of a little bit higher up than the Longi Kite. I like it. The fact that you can pass through solid objects is really cool. Next we've got the Shadow Slicer. This handheld Shen Gong Wu allows the user to create hologram copies of themselves. So it's like a illusion thing. It's a bit like that Ring of Nine Dragons, only you can just create a ton of illusions and just fool people. It looks like that. I think that's the Shadow Slicer. It looks a bit like it. I do like this Wu. It's almost like I would put it up here with the ring. Okay, Shadow of Fear. Handheld bird statue. Allows the user to enter into someone's dreams and bring their worst fear to life. This could be pretty good. Worst fear to life. Maybe A tier. Just because, personally, I don't know. Entering people's dreams is really cool, but you don't want to freak people out, do you? Shard of Lightning. Handheld. Allows the user to move at the speed of light. but only for a brief amount of time it takes for a bolt of lightning to strike. Speed of light. I mean, those shoes also do the same thing, right? Similar thing. Up it goes into S tier. Moving at the speed of light is insane. Shengaru. A vehicle. Transforms into a vehicle that moves by hopping. I think it turns into like a kangaroo looking thing. I'm putting a lot of vehicles down here. Which one is it though? Looks like a kind of like a lamp almost. But strangely, I can't see it here. So we'll move on. Shroud of Shadows allows the user to become invisible, and it's handheld body wear. The invisibility cloak from Harry Potter, pretty much, which we all know is an S tier item. There's quite a lot of S tiers. Next we've got the Silk Spitter. This is actually really cool. It looks like a needler, I think it is. A needler from Halo. And it shoots webs of strong, sticky spider silk, but it can run out of silk, I think. And I think you need to like not use it for a while, and then you can use it again, I think. Almost as if like it's an actual living creature that's actually producing webs. So handheld needler type shooting sticky spider silk, strong webs. You're Spider-Man if you got this, and I like that. So into S tier it goes. Next one we got Silver Manta Ray. Transforms into a vehicle that can travel through air and water. The fact that it's air and water, a flying one is pretty sick. Woo, which kind of takes it over like this cougar thing. And what was the other vehicle? Oh yeah, we couldn't find that yet. So we'll put that in B. It's a good one. Shadow Fit. The fact that you can go into people's dreams is useful. It's just the fear thing. Like maybe to your worst enemies you could do that, but with the fear thing. But I don't know. Next we've got Sphere of Yoon. This is a cool one. Handheld, traps the target in an impervious transparent sphere. It also transfers powers and possessions from the prisoner to the user whilst they're trapped in there. I mean, could be useful if you trapped, you know, someone. The fact that you get their powers as well and their possessions. Sphere of Yoon. Up you go to the S rank. Next, Star Hanabi generates flames and shoots fireballs. It's like looks like a starfish or a throwing star. I like it. Fireballs. Shoot the fireballs. Into S tier you go. Sun Chi Lantern. This is a handheld lantern. Shen Gong Wu allows the user to combine their chi with that of anyone illuminated by the lantern's light, making the user stronger and allowing them to copy the abilities of other nearby people. Instantly S tier. S tier is getting pretty big. Sweet Baby Among Us transforms into a giant golden baby that shoots golden diapers. It's a giant golden baby. I think the baby is on your side. I don't know. C maybe. I don't know. It's a baby. It's a giant baby that fights for you. Giant golden baby that shoots golden diapers. I mean, as long as it's not like attacking you, I think it can attack on your side. But But it gives me kind of the Sapphire Dragon vibes because it might start attacking you. Next, we've got the Sword of the Storm. This is a fun one. I already know what it does, so into S it goes. Generates strong winds and tornadoes, but it cannot be used for physical attacks. A handheld sword. It's a really cool one. S rank. I always like this one in the show. Tangle Web Comb. Handheld. Releases long strands of hair that bind the target. The user needs absolute focus in order to use it properly. That's the problem. This can actually, if you're not good at using it, it's kind of a D. But if you can use it, you can bind people. But you need to train to use it. Unlike some of these other ones, you just put them on and they work. Like this one, third arm sash, that you wear around your waist as a sash. Bodywear acts like a very long third arm for the user. Who doesn't want a third arm? Thorn of Thunderbolt. Handheld, shoots Thunderbolt blasts. We know what's happening with the Thorn of Thunderbolt. Next we've got Tongue of Saiping. Handheld facewear. Grants the user the ability to talk to and understand animals. Dr. Doolittle. Let's see if we can get that tongue. And we're going to put it up in S rank. It's a good one. Right, next one. Tunnel Armadillo, a vehicle transformed into a large drill-like locomotive, allowing the user to travel underground. I like it. It's a decent vehicle. Put it in B tier. What's the next one? Two-ton tunic. Bodywear. Transforms into a solid, impenetrable, but extremely heavy 2-ton armor that protects the wearer. I mean, it's solid, it's impenetrable, and the fact that it can be a tunic and then this massive thing of armor that's really heavy in an instant. The problem is the heaviness of it. As you can see here, maybe it's just impenetrable. That's what's cool about it. Give it B. It could be a C, but yeah. Anyway, back to the Wu. Wings of Tanabe grants the user the power to fly like an eagle, leaving behind a rainbow vapor trail. Wings of Tanabe. Put it here. It's just like the Longy Kite. You know, but the rainbow trail, although it will look cool, you know, for stealth missions, I prefer the Longy Kite because no one's gonna see you unless they're like looking out for you. Whereas, you know, they see this big old rainbow trail in the sky, they might see you. So, right, next one, Woozy Shooter. Handheld releases a purple gas. Releases a purple gas that makes people confused and causes them to act goofy. I don't actually see it here. Where's the Woozy Shooter? Okay, maybe they're missing some Wu here. I thought this would be all of them. Anyway, Wushan Geyser. I think Woozy Shooter would probably be a B or A maybe, because you can confuse people with it, which is good. Wushan Geyser. It's headwear that erases the memories of foes for a given period of time. Erases the memories of foes for a given period of time. Erases the memories of... Oh, so it erases the memories of your enemies for a given period of time. So if you manage to put this headwear on someone, hopefully it would erase their memories. Okay. I mean, that does seem pretty good. The Wushan Geyser. But you have to be able to get it on someone's head. Otherwise, it's probably like B or C. But the actual effect of it is really good. But you have to be able to get in close to someone, then put it over their head. then it will erase their memories. So I think that drawback, say like B. Next, we've got Wushu Helmet. Protects the user's head by deflecting attacks and projectiles. Is the Wushu Helmet here? Yes, it is. So, protecting your head, this is better than like eyes in the back of your head. Deflect attacks and protect projectiles. So if you wear it and they don't shoot you in the eyes or the mouth, you'll survive. Or the neck. Wushu Helmet. I want to say it's clearly better than Zhong's helmet. Does seem pretty good. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I think A makes sense for Wushu Helmet. Next, we got the Yang Yo-Yo. Handheld. Allows the user to travel into the yin-yang world. However, if the yo-yo wasn't used alongside its sister Wu, the yin yo-yo, then the user will lose their predominant chi and undergo a personality reversal when they return to their own world. So it can take you to another plane of existence. But you need to travel with both yo-yos. Otherwise, if you're a otherwise good person, you yeah, it's you basically get turned evil. If you're good, or if you're evil, you turn good. And it's the same. Allows the user to travel into the yin yang world. However, if the yo-yo wasn't used, its sister Wu, user will lose their predominant chi and undergo personality reversal. So yeah, it can switch your alignment if you don't take both yo-yos, which makes it kind of a D tier thing. But being able to go into another world is pretty good because you can dodge an attack and stuff like that. But it's just the downside of it flipping your alignment. And then we've got the Xing Zom Bone. Handheld. Turns targets into mindless obedient zombies. I think that's that. Mindless obedient zombies. But you don't... It's also for me personally, you just turn people into zombies, but... I don't know. It's a bit like Shadow of Fear. The fact that they're mindless, it's good for a villain. So what else have we got? I think this might be the kangaroo one. Whichever that one was. That vehicle one. Because I think there's only a few vehicles. The Shen Gong Wu, I think that was Shen Gong Wu, the hopping one. Okay, and then we're getting down to the Wudai weapons. These are cool. Blade of the Nebula, which isn't here for some reason. Transforms into nunchucks that allows the user to manipulate the wind. This is S tier. Next one, Shimo Staff. Transforms into any weapon the user requires, and it looks kind of like liquid water. This is S tier. Next one is Arrow Sparrow. Allows the user to throw out bird-shaped projectiles that light on fire. This is also S tier. Big Bang Meteorang. Transforms into a multi-pronged boomerang that can also shoot out multiple boomerangs mid-air. Also can cut through tough materials with ease before returning to the owner. This is S tier, easily. Then we have what we call the Elemental Shen Gong Wu. Those just then were the Wudai weapons. But these are the Elemental Shen Gong Wu. So, Crest of the Condor enhances wind-based powers, weapons, and moves. It's S tier. Don't see it here. Definitely an S tier. Kaijin Charm. enhances water-based powers, weapons, and moves. These are like sort of they equip to like your arms. They kind of look like gauntlets or this type of thing, or like shoulder pieces. Kaijin Charm, I love this thing. So this is going straight into S tier. Next one we've got is Cat's Eye Draco. Enhances fire-based powers, weapons, and moves. And that is going straight into S tier. Because it works well with Star Hanabi and the Wudai weapon I just mentioned, Arrow Sparrow. Next we've got Longhorn Taurus. Enhances earth-based powers, weapons, and moves. So, yep, that is another S tier because it's an elemental Shen Gong Wu that enhances other ones. It's also like, if you have powers, well, it's usually you equip them with a certain Shen Gong Wu. So, yep, Longhorn Taurus. The fact that it's enhancing earth-based Shen Gong Wu like Fist of Tebigong, making it even more powerful. We're gonna put it right up here. Nice. And we couldn't find some of them, but at the end of it, this is the tier list. I'm gonna save it, and yeah, hope you enjoyed that little look through. I enjoyed it. I think Xiaolin Showdown's an awesome show. If you haven't seen it or watched any episodes, I recommend it. It's a great cartoon. A lot of fun, and seeing people use these different crazy powers, as well as having the Xiaolin Showdowns themselves. If you and someone else both spot a Shen Gong Wu, and you both put your hand on it first, or both at the same time, you can obviously call for a showdown, a Xiaolin Showdown, and then you wager your own Shen Gong Wu, and then you have some kind of wager based on like a contest of whichever vocally they both want to do, and then the landscape changes in a very mystical, fantastic way, and then both participants yell "Gong Yi Tanpai," and then the contest begins, the showdown begins, and the winner of the showdown gets all the Wu. So yeah, it's a fun setup for the show. And these Shen Gong Wu are just really cool. So yeah, that is it. That is that. Thank you very much for checking out my first ever tier list. Thought I'd get one out of the way. Yeah.